Hi everybody, Miles here, the golf professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. This week, well, I never have any interest in being a YouTuber in golf content. It's not my job, but I've always put my videos for my newsletters onto YouTube. You've got no choice really, just so that people can access them. And the most successful one I ever did in terms of views was about a 7-wood. And just lately, I've been hearing 9-wood, Dustin Johnson, Tommy Fleetwood are using a 9-wood. I thought, well, it's my favourite club by a mile, my 7-wood. So let's get myself one of these 9-woods and see what the score is and see if it would be a really additional long iron replacement. You know, I think my 7-wood is a 3-4 iron replacement. So maybe this 9-wood is going to be like a 5 iron replacement. Not sure if five iron's a really good club for me, but let's talk about this 9-wood because I've played one round with it and played a couple of holes just quickly to get used to it again. It's got 24.5 degrees aloft. It's got a long shaft. It goes very high. It's very easy to use because of the loft. You get very little side spin. You're going to be hard pushed to hook and slice this. Now you can misdirect it, but you'd be hard pushed to do that. So it is this TaylorMade QI 35 9-wood. I've got a Tensei stiff shaft, and it's a shaft that I'm used to. It's maybe not for everyone that buys a 9-wood is going to end up with a stiff shaft in it, but I think for a lot of people this is a really good club. It's a big head as well. The max head isn't a small little fairway wood. So let's just play a few holes. I've only got this one club, and I've just played 14. I've jumped onto 15, which is 111 yards, and I had a bogey up there. So we'll start filming and see if I can make some pars with it. In terms of a 100-yard shot with it, obviously it's going to go a bit further than that. So I'm just going to try and open my stance and add a bit of loft to it, even more loft to it. If I'm a little bit to the left of the flag and just try and cut it a tiny bit. Such a good shot. The only thing you got to be careful of is going long. I've hit straight over the top of the flag with a baby fade, but now I've got to putt down a marble staircase. So I haven't played much golf through the winter because I've hit lots of balls and I've hit lots inside. My first couple of games, I played yesterday. I played really well. I only played 11 holes. I had 10 birdie putts. So for anyone, I say to you, count the greens in regulation. So I had 10 out of 11 greens in regulation, and I was 2 over par. So that shows you the putting woes are the things still to concentrate on. You think out of 10 birdie putts, you might have rolled some in, and some of them were quite close. Yeah, so that's that. So we'll carry on. Can only get better, can't it? I think I'll experiment with the claw grip. I keep seeing everyone do it. It's a good little shot, that. Unlucky not to catch the ridge and come back down. I'm gonna have a little pitch mark to repair somewhere. One thing about this thing is it stops so quickly. I mean, it's actually not a good idea in the fairway. My fairway shots, I'll give you a little idea. I'll repair it in a minute. That's the pitch mark. I think I've got that in the screen, and there's the ball. So off of a wood, sounds quite impressive, doesn't it? I'll repair my pitch mark in a minute and just quickly do this. Touch down this marble staircase. Oh dear, where are we going to set this thing off? Anyone give me a line? I've got tough up here. Come on, roll one down there. To be fair, I didn't do much better with my putter yesterday, so I better take that little one. Be a sport and give me that, and I'm going to repair this pitch mark, and we'll get on to the next hole. Right, if I've got any chance of reaching this 360 yard, very difficult 16th with 2 hits with this thing, I'm going to have to take a little bit of a risk and try and keep it as tight up the left as I can for the next shot in. So wish me luck. So I'm literally going to aim at the green and just take on almost the corner of the trees, but not Not quite. I'm going to give myself 8 out of 10 for that. It's a really solid little shot, just a fraction right of where, because I actually, I don't know if I remember, I played this hole not so long ago. I didn't look where the flag was, which is, from a course management point of view, something you should, I don't know, almost be doing subconsciously. The flag here is on the right hand side of the green, but it gives me all the left hand side of the green to work with for my second shot. So I'm straight down the middle, but not as far left as I'd like to be. Anyway, congratulations to the greenkeepers. What a job they've done of 4 and round by 9 thinning out all those trees. I think it looks great. It's exposed more of the, what's the word, if you would describe that, a tributary into the lake? The stream that crosses 4 and 9 looks really good thinned out. I think that's going to really help. Well, they obviously do it for airflow and drainage and all those other things, but aesthetically it looks really nice as well. So congratulations to the boys for working so hard, and girls. Never forget Bev. Anyway, 9 wood, is it the new cheat code to golf? No. 7 wood is, definitely, I'm sticking to that. But, I think for some people it could be really, really good for them, especially with longer fairway shots. I think this thing's going to be good in the rough. And actually, I do think I can reach the green now. I thought I couldn't be. The thing about this thing at the moment, where the ground's so wet, soft still, it just plugs. I found it quite a few times where I've hit it, sat in its pitch mark. For a lot of people, that's going to be a great thing. They could hit it that high and that soft. Right, catch my breath. This could be the right number for this club, I think. Have a little look back here. This could be the one, I think, with a decent shot. Let's go for the. Yeah, we've redeemed ourselves a bit there. That's on the green. Nice little shot, really. I think this is the thing. I'm not really. I mean, that's another 8 out of 10. I mean, I'm saying sounds a bit big-headed, but in the middle of the 16th green in 2. The first one was all right, but that second one was a tiny bit near the bottom part of the club, and it's just gone absolutely fine. So yeah, 9 wood. Should we have one? So have a look in your bag and see if you need your 3 wood. It'd be my thing. And if you say to yourself, yeah, I love my 3 wood, I use it all the time off the fairway, great, stick with it. If you don't, get rid of it and add in another more lofted wood like this, because the way I'm looking at it now, really, driver's fairly playable, big head, titanium, big sweet spot. 3 wood off the deck, tough for most people. 3 wood off the tee, maybe. Maybe if you need it for that safe tee shot, it's probably going to be a better players club still. You are better if you wanted to go down that multiple woods route. Driver 7 wood, 9 wood is going to really be good for a lot of people. Amazing how this thing stops. And I've carried that onto the green. It's only still just got onto the front part of the green. Yeah. You can actually see pitch marks, and I'm not sure I want to show them to you, but it's only here. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there it is. My ball's only made it to there from a full-blooded wood. So I promise you I'll do the pitch mark first, second rather. I will do it. Always will do it. So a newly drained green, quite a tricky one this again. Can I get down in 2? Hard to know how to putt with it, so I've sort of gone down like feel like a chip and run, with right down the shaft and the hands forward and taking a bit of the loft off of it. A bit like my golf yesterday, to be honest with you. Putting with a 9-wood, eh? Probably not the most important part of this video. Still annoys me though. Come on, roll it in. Yeah. Well, the hard part was hitting that onto the green in 2 shots. Yeah. Anyway, we move on. Let me stop this and repair my 9-wood. It quite possibly is the ultimate long par 3 club, because it's going to hit a good distance and high, and for a lot of people it could be really good for the longest par 3s where they can hitting a long iron is a really tough ask. Now I think this is just too far for this club from what I've seen it do, but interestingly I think I could get on with my 5 iron, so maybe, I don't know. So anyway, it's 210 and I don't think this is going to carry that far. I might be wrong because it is an elevated tee up here and there's not much wind, so it would give me an idea of how far this thing goes. So I'm going to give it a full swing, for want of a better word. Can hear the greenkeeper coming. Hopefully I can hit it before he comes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And you'll see why in a minute. The old failing eyesight told me that that was in the bunker, but it's gone just, yeah. It was quite a nice shot. I just drew it a little bit, and yeah, could do with wiping that off. I think I'm on the place where I can clean this ball. Well, I have anyway. Too late. Yeah, I want a bad strike actually, so I think it does go about 180 to 190 in the air for me. We've just been on the front edge, wouldn't it? Right, I need to get up and down now, otherwise this is going to be a bad video. Lovely line on this virginal green. Can you give me that? Would you mind? Thank you. You turn your brain off and don't think about them, they always go in. Should we play 18? I'm out here now. Might as well just keep going. Let's play 18. The 18th 383. I can't get on in 2, but I am going to try and sling this one down there with a bit of draw and un-9-wood it for a second and try and take a bit of loft off it. Because if I can get it over 200 yards, then I've got a chance to get it on, haven't I? So let's just try and take some loft off this one, draw it off them little trees, big swing. Who knows? It's on the fairway on the right hand side. Didn't feel like it was a gangbusters hit, but she's in play. Anyway, I have got my next video half lined up. One of our members, Damien Althorpe's given me a bag of clubs he got from the tip. The only problem with the bag of clubs he got from the tip is they're actually really good. So from a retailer's point of view, and this, I mean, you know, this is a slight sales pitch to this. I mean, this is going in my bag, but he's got a really nice set of clubs from the tip for virtually no money. So it's got like a set of Mizuno blades, which, if I'm playing all right, they won't be too difficult to use. What they will have is traditional loft. So, you know, when a 7-iron used to be a 7-iron, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to try and do that next week if I can. And juniors have started back. Really nice to see all them again, and a couple of new ones, which is good because you've got to keep topping them up. And some of the boys that have been with us 3 years now, playing good golf and out on the course, and I hope you will. This year you'll see a few of them playing in some of the competitions that they're allowed to, and showing you what they've achieved really. So yeah, Some good lads doing good things. And as always, thanks to Gareth and John Morse for pushing on and giving them plenty of things to play in, because that's one of the keys. I can't reach from here, can I? Cannot reach from here. What a bad shot. Tried to go down this side to make it shorter. Am I on the fairway? Who can tell? So I'm going to say yes. Yeah, can't reach. Going to give it a larrup, but can I? No, it's more than 200 yards. Come on, Miles. Summon all your strength. It's pretty close. Well, I say pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close to the green. Might almost be on the front edge. Let me just get this back together. Anyway, as always, I'm relatively unprecious about my golf club. So if you want to try this 9-wood, you can. Once. It's not a permanent loan thing. But it will give you an idea of the potential ease it is to use it. And especially if you're having a bad time with your long irons, this could be big for a lot of people. You can see that I've hit it. How many times have I hit it? I haven't actually mishit it yet. I haven't hit a bad shot with it. I'm still trying to come to terms with how far it goes and what it really wants to do. Sometimes when I hit it, it goes so high. At the moment, it's probably not, it's going to be really come into its own when things dry out, and I'm dropping this 9-wood out of the sky from my 100+ feet peak height and landing it softly, and I think I've got a really good club on my hands here. So yeah, I think it's going to stay in. I'll do my sums and work out how many clubs I've got in my bag, because I still think I want the 5-iron, because if you think about this brings me all the height, there's definitely going to be a time when I want to take that height off. So hard into the wind, I think this is not going to be great for into the wind. And maybe if it's a really windy day, it could stay in the bag. But yeah, interesting little club for sure. And now I've got to make this chip to get my level par score, and nearly made the green, didn't it? I think that's as far as I'm going to be able to hit it into. Saw some of the big hitters of the club would get it on here, no problem, but not the old man. Right, here we go. Little bump and run down this hill. Now, I'm not even going to carry on from that. I'm ending the video there. That meanest little bounce there. That wasn't a bad little shot, that. And 9-wood, maybe the new cheat code to golf. See you all next week. I would have definitely made that, wouldn't I? Ah.